Good evening and welcome to the weekly news digest. I'm Diana Idris, bringing you the key moments that defined this week. Our team of dedicated journalists at Otyrar.kz has been working tirelessly to keep you informed. Here's a look at the top stories shaping the past 7 days. Kazakhstan to strengthen control over payment card holders. Kazakhstan's entrepreneurs launch petition to maintain 12% VAT rate. Consumer rights. Steps to take if your return request is denied. Growing number of foreign workers seek employment in Kazakhstan. Shymkent implements advanced emergency assistance system. Kazakhstan national team captain leaves FC Ordabasy amid financial scandal. Kazakhstan introduces stricter regulations on housing purchases. Kazakhstan's national bank plans to enhance pension fund returns. 12 people bitten by ticks in Shymkent since the beginning of the year. The government of Kazakhstan is planning to tighten control over payment card holders as part of efforts to prevent illegal financial activities. The new measures aim to curb the use of bank cards for illegal operations, including drug trafficking, financial pyramids, and unregulated online gambling. According to the proposed regulations, remote issuance of reissuance of payment cards will be prohibited. Banks will be required to issue cards only in person, with clients having to visit a branch to complete the process. Additionally, the use of representatives to obtain or renew payment cards will be restricted. The new regulations also introduce stricter requirements for non-residents. Banks will need to verify the legality of their stay in Kazakhstan using documents such as passport stamps and other relevant papers. Non-residents will be required to provide detailed information about the purpose of their account, sources of funding, and on any other banking activities within the country. Moreover, enhanced scrutiny will be applied to young cardholders aged between 14 and 25, particularly those who do not have a registered income. Banks will monitor transactions involving large sums received from non-relatives or frequent transfers to third parties. In addition, artificial intelligence will be employed to detect suspicious transactions and identify potential involvement in illegal schemes. The draft regulations also include measures to control cross-border transactions. Payment exceeding 500,000 tenge will be subject to increased monitoring to prevent money laundering and other illicit financial activities. These proposed measures are currently open for public discussion and are part of Kazakhstan's broader strategy to enhance financial security and reduce illegal use of banking services. Kazakhstan's business community has initiated an online petition urging the Ministry of National Economy to impose a moratorium on the proposed increase of the value-added tax VAT rate. Entrepreneurs are advocating to keep the current 12% VAT rate until 2028, rather than raising it to 16% in 2026. They also propose increasing the VAT registration threshold to 150 million tenge, maintaining the application of special tax regimes for business-to-business transactions, and preserving the current list of 364 activities eligible for special tax regimes instead of reducing it to 40. The petitions argue that increasing the tax burden will lead to higher prices and widespread public dissatisfaction. Entrepreneur Ashat Nurulbayev supports the petition, noting that in many countries, tax systems are being simplified rather than made more complex. He believes that raising the VAT rate, coupled with lowering the registration threshold, will negatively impact the final cost of goods and services to the detriment of consumers. Tax expert Dmitry Kazantsev expresses skepticism about the petition's potential impact, suggesting that the decision to raise the VAT rate has likely already been made and is unlikely to be overturned. He predicts that after the adoption of the new tax code, prices could increase by approximately 30%, excluding currency inflation. Kazantsev also anticipates that the VAT rate will be set at 16%, with certain activities subject to a reduced rate of 10%. The petition has gathered the required 50 votes to proceed to the moderation stage before being opened for public voting. In Kazakhstan, consumers frequently encounter challenges when attempting to return purchased goods. Common issues include refusal to exchange items, accounting for 32% of complaints, and products not meeting declared quality standards, making up 23% of grievances. To address these challenges, a three-tier system for handling consumer complaints has been introduced. Direct resolution with the seller. Consumers should first contact the seller to resolve the issue amicably. Involvement of consumer protection authorities. If the seller doesn't address the complaint satisfactorily, consumers can escalate the matter to relevant consumer protection agencies. Judicial proceedings. As a last resort, consumers have the option to take legal action through the courts. Additionally, plans are underway to launch a unified platform for consumer rights protection, aiming to streamline the complaint process and enhance the efficiency of resolving consumer issues. Consumers are encouraged to be aware of their rights and utilize the available mechanisms to address grievances effectively. Approximately 14,000 foreign nationals are legally employed in Kazakhstan, with around 570 holding executive positions such as directors and their deputies, and about 250 serving as heads of structural divisions. The majority, nearly 5,000 individuals, are specialists, while approximately 1,000 are classified as skilled laborers. The remaining foreign workers are engaged in seasonal employment or involved in corporate transfers. Most of the foreign workers are employed in sectors including construction, agriculture, forestry, fishing, manufacturing, and mining. Experts attribute this trend to a shortage of qualified labor within the country, necessitating the recruitment of specialists from abroad. In response to this issue, the president has declared the current year as the year of working professions. Nurlan Utyeshev, deputy chairman of the Federation of Trade Unions of the Republic of Kazakhstan, emphasized the importance of recognizing and valuing the contributions of laborers. He advocates for increasing wages and revising labor legislation to restore workers' rights and balance the responsibilities between employees and employers. Despite efforts to attract foreign talent, Kazakhstan faces challenges with the immigration of its own skilled professionals seeking better working conditions and higher salaries abroad. This situation is exacerbated by a lack of domestic enterprises capable of fully utilizing such expertise. The local job market predominantly offers positions in sales, customer service, marketing, sports, and the beauty industry. Notably, there has been a 37% increase in active resumes on the Headhunter Central Asia website in 2024 compared to 2023, indicating a rise in job-seeking activity. The unemployment rate remains a concern, standing at 4.2% among men and 5.1% among women. Urban women experience fewer employment challenges compared to those in rural areas. The highest unemployment rates among women are observed in the 35 to 44 age group, with lower educational attainment correlating with higher unemployment rates. Conversely, women with higher and technical education face significantly lower unemployment levels. Experts note that social factors such as frequent maternity leaves and childcare responsibilities contribute to the employment difficulties faced by women. However, possessing a diploma enhances their prospects for securing employment. A modern emergency assistance system has been launched in Shymkent to enhance the speed and quality of medical services. A new ambulance station has opened in the Asar neighborhood, serving the districts of Asar, Shym City, Turan 1 and Turan 2. The station operates with 5 teams, 1 specialized medical team and 4 paramedic teams, allowing for faster response times and high-quality medical assistance. The station is equipped with a state-of-the-art medical equipment, enabling efficient handling of various emergency situations. In total, Shymkent currently has 104 ambulance teams, of which 28 are specialized units. As part of the modernization of the ambulance service, the city has received 100 new ambulances equipped with innovative medical devices, including cardiac pacemakers, defibrillators, and incubators for newborns. Additionally, the ambulance station's call center has been upgraded to improve the efficiency of call handling. These measures aim to improve the accessibility and quality of emergency medical care for Shymkent residents, aligning with global healthcare standards. Kazakhstan national football team captain Askhad Taghibergen has left FC Ordabasy to join FC Tobol. The move comes amid financial controversies surrounding the Shymkent-based club. Previously, Shymkent Mayor Gabit Sazdikbekov disclosed that Taghibergen was earning a monthly salary of 20 million tenge at Football Club Ordabasy. The mayor noted that the club faced financial difficulties due to high player contracts, which were signed for 2 years and registered with UEFA. Breaking these contracts would incur substantial penalties, putting further strain on the club's finances. The situation escalated as the Anti-Corruption Service launched a criminal investigation into former FC Ordabasy president Baurjan Abdubaidov, who held the position from February 2022 to May 2024. The investigation focuses on the club's financial activities from 2020 to 2024, scrutinizing the effective and targeted use of budgetary funds. An audit revealed significant financial irregularities, including inflated contract amount and embezzlement, causing a state loss estimated at 3 billion tenge. Taghibergen's departure highlights broader challenges within FC Ordabasy as the club struggles to resolve financial mismanagement issues. The unfolding scandal underscores the urgent need to reform in the financial governance within Kazakhstan's football clubs to ensure transparency and the responsible use of public funds. The Ministry of Industry and Infrastructure Development of Kazakhstan has announced significant changes aimed at tightening regulations in the housing market. The new measures are designed to enhance the transparency of real estate transactions, protect the rights of buyers, and improve the overall quality and safety of housing developments. One of the key initiatives includes increasing oversight of developers, particularly those involved in government-funded construction projects. To ensure long-term quality, the ministry plans to extend the warranty period for new buildings funded by the state from 5 to 7 years. This change aims to make developers more accountable for construction standards over an extended period, reducing risks for property buyers. Another important aspect of the new regulation addresses the involvement of shareholders in real estate projects. The ministry intends to simplify the process of attracting investments by lowering the required experience threshold for developers. Previously, companies needed at least 5 years of experience in the real estate market to access shareholder funds. Under the new rules, this requirement will be reduced to 3 years. Additionally, the number of permits needed to initiate a project will be decreased, streamlining the process for developers. However, these proposed changes have sparked mixed reactions among industry experts. Some believe that reducing the experience requirements could potentially compromise the quality and reliability of new housing developments. Concerns have also been raised that easing entry into the market might attract inexperienced developers, posing risks to consumers. To address these concerns, the ministry has emphasized that all projects will still undergo strict monitoring to ensure compliance with safety and quality standards. The proposed changes are part of a broader effort to modernize the real estate sector in Kazakhstan, balancing the need for economic development with the protection of consumer interests. The new regulations are expected to be discussed further with stakeholders before their final approval and implementation. The ministry remains committed to fostering a transparent and secure housing market while also promoting investment opportunities within the construction industry. The National Bank of Kazakhstan, in collaboration with pension fund managers, has outlined strategies to improve the profitability of pension assets. A key initiative involves revising the current strategic allocation of the foreign currency portfolio by increasing investments in higher yield asset classes such as equities and alternative instruments up to 40%. Specifically, the inclusion of alternative investments, including hedge funds, private equity, and real estate funds, is under consideration, with a proposed allocation of up to 10%. Financial consultant Azamat Uspanov emphasizes the importance of asset diversification in achieving returns that outpace inflation. By distributing investments across various asset classes, the pension fund aims to mitigate risks and enhance overall profitability. Economist Shymkent Aygazin highlights that returns on pension assets are influenced by the global economic environment, including the performance of financial markets and commodities like gold and oil. He knows that forecasting the outcomes of financial instruments is inherently challenging. Experts recommend that individuals consider establishing personal investment accounts to secure a comfortable retirement. However, there is a growing trend of early withdrawals from the Unified Accumulative Pension Fund. Over the past 2 years, early withdrawals have increased significantly, rising from approximately 22 billion tenge to over 57 billion tenge. Such withdrawals reduce future pension payouts and may lead to financial challenges in retirement. These proposed measures reflect Kazakhstan's efforts to enhance the management and returns of pension assets, aiming to provide citizens with a more secure and prosperous retirement. Since the beginning of the year, 12 residents of Shymkent have been bitten by ticks and sought medical assistance. This number represents a decrease compared to the same period last year, when 17 cases of tick bites were recorded. Local health authorities are closely monitoring the situation to prevent potential outbreaks of tick-borne diseases. Tick in the region pose a significant health risk due to their ability to transmit dangerous infections, including Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever, which is endemic to southern Kazakhstan. Health experts warn that the risk of infection increases during the peak activity period of ticks, typically from May to June. To reduce the incidence of tick-borne diseases, authorities are conducting preventive measures and public awareness campaigns. Medical professionals in Shymkent recommend residents take precautions when visiting parks, forested areas, or rural locations where ticks are commonly found. These precautions include wearing protective clothing, using insect repellents, and conducting thorough body checks after spending time outdoors. In the event of a tick bite, health experts advise avoiding self-removal of the parasite, as improper handling can increase the risk of infection. Instead, individuals are urged to seek medical assistance immediately to ensure the tick is properly attracted and to receive monitoring from any symptoms of tick-borne illnesses. Symptoms of CCHF can include fever, headache, muscle pain, dizziness, and in severe cases, bleeding and multi-organ failure. Early medical intervention is crucial to reduce the risk of complications. The healthcare system in Shymkent is on high alert during the spring and summer months, when tick actively increases. Local clinics are prepared to provide the necessary care and preventive guidance to affected individuals. Authorities continue to emphasize the importance of personal vigilance to minimize the risk of tick bites and the transmission of associated diseases. Residents are encouraged to report tick bites to healthcare providers promptly and follow professional advice on preventive measures. Public awareness initiatives are ongoing to educate the community about the danger of tick bites and effective ways to protect against them. These measures are part of a comprehensive effort by the local healthcare system to safeguard public health during the tick activity season. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching and goodbye.